What's up, everybody? Coach Mike here with the Masters of Strength. We got a good one for you today. So we're going to work a lot of the core, obviously, core conditioning. So we're going to work a lot of the core. We're going to focus a lot more on the low core, or the hip flexors and adductors today, a little bit more so than the shoulders and the upper core. So let's make sure we have a nice safe space, get some water, get your mat ready, and let's go have some fun. So we're going to start just lying on our mat. However you feel comfortable, whether it be on your back, on your side, legs straight, legs bent. This is where I feel comfortable, so this is where I'm going to be. And as always, we're going to get started with some light, easy breathing. Just get the kind of diaphragm going, get that belly breathing going. So in this comfortable position, I'm going to think pushing my back down to the ground. You've heard my analogies, pushing that grape to the ground, not necessarily crushing it, just getting a little bit of that pressure on that grape into the ground. If you want some external kind of cue, take your hand, place it on that low back, feel that pressure of your back pushing down to the ground. From here, we're going to feel our belly expand, so feeling that belly breathing. As I breathe in, through my nose, nice deep breath, feeling that stomach rise towards the sky. Nice easy breath coming out with your mouth, feeling that stomach drop to the ground. Whole time keeping that pressure on that hand. We're going to go 5 deep breaths, nice and easy here. Again, feeling that pressure, keeping that pressure on the back. I like to hold for a second or two after that exhale, or after that inhale, sorry. Let's go 2 more times. Shouldn't feel much in the chest rising, all coming through that stomach, maybe a little bit in that low kind of thoracic spine there. And relax. All right, from here, we're going to go into a bent knee hamstring stretch. So one leg's going to stay straight, opposite leg we're pulling towards the chest. Opposite hand, or both hands going to grab the back of that knee and just pull. Keeping this leg straight, we're going to try and straighten that leg out. Hold for a second and relax. You're not going to necessarily completely straighten it. That's why I call it bent knee hamstring stretch. Just 5 times. Notice both feet always pulling those toes towards the shins. It's going to activate that hamstring a little bit better here. One more time. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Still focusing on that belly breathing. Still trying to keep that back nice and tight. Keeping that back pulling towards the ground. Again, keeping that pressure on the grape. Not necessarily crushing it. Just keeping that pressure on that grape. You'll notice one side's a little bit tighter. This side kind of is real tense for me today. One more time. And relax. All right. Let's go into a quad hip flexor stretch. So half kneeling stance. One foot in front of the other. One knee right on the ground. From here, you've heard me mention the dog's tail. Imagine your dog is tucking its tail between its legs. It's nice and scared. It's our hips. Tucking our hips between our legs, so squeeze the glutes, pull forward, and then slight lean into that front side. You'll feel it on that back leg, kind of the front part of that back leg there. We're going to go 5 times on each side. So from the front, squeeze, pull forward. You're feeling it right here, all the way down into those quads. If you want to add a little extra, whatever leg's back, same arm, reach nice and tall. Just get a little bit of that reach. You're going to feel it more into that hip flexor, kind of into that outside part of that core. One more time. And relax. Let's go same thing on the other side. So opposite leg in front. Again, tucking that tail between our legs and squeeze. Again, you'll feel one side a little bit more tight than the other. Get that little extra if you want. Again, for whatever reason, my left side's hurting today. Show a little love. One more time. And relax. All right, one last stretch. Let's go quadruped position. So on all fours, wrists are going to be under the shoulders, knees staying under the hips. From here, you're going to take one hand, go upside down. So back of that hand under the chest. We're just going to thread the needle through our opposite hand, reach nice and long, and relax. Try to push that shoulder to the ground if we can.
Exhaling on the way as we reach. Trying to reach a little further each time. One more time here. We'll go same thing on the other side. Alright, same thing on the other side. So opposite hand right under the shoulder. Pushing that left shoulder to the ground. Getting that rotation. Feeling that stretch through the shoulder blade into that thoracic spine here. Deep exhale, reaching a little further each time if we can. Even if it's an extra inch, you'll feel that stretch just a little bit more. And relax. All right. Let's get going. So, circuit 1. We're going to go 3 exercises today. 20 seconds of work, 4 rounds for each exercise. Now, the key on this one is we're going to do 1 round of one exercise, 1 round of the second exercise, 1 round of the third exercise. So, a minute total. We're going to rest for 20 seconds. Repeat it 3 more times, again, for a total of 4. So I'll show you all 3 exercises, we'll get going, and then we're going to have some fun and break a little sweat. So first exercise is going to be a frog sit-up. Bringing our feet together, legs nice and wide, kind of looks like we're doing a butterfly stretch. From there, just lying flat on the ground, legs staying out the entire time. You're going to feel this stretch kind of in the adductors, maybe a little bit into the hip flexors there, and then that sit-up is keeping our legs still. Sit up nice and tall, come back down, back and forth. 20 seconds of work, and then we'll go right into the next one, which is alternating V-up. So staying in this position, legs are going to be out, arms are going to be out. Opposite arm to opposite leg, keeping our legs straight. Just getting a little bit of an adductor, or not a little bit of adductor, sorry, a little bit of oblique, a little bit of hip flexor, a little bit of that kind of quad movement there. 20 seconds of work. Finishing off with a crab bridge. Sitting up nice and tall, kind of in a glute bridge position. Hands are going to be under the shoulder. That's our crab bridge. Now if we want to, add a little reach. 1 hand at a time, reach to the sky, and then alternating back and forth. So essentially it's a 3-point crab bridge, reaching to the sky, getting a little rotation. As we're coming up, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the core. 20 seconds. We'll rest for 20, repeat 3 more times. All right, so we're starting off with that frog bridge, frog sit up. 20 seconds here, let's get going. 3, 2, 1, and go. Again, keeping those legs out, keeping those feet together, kind of like we're doing that butterfly stretch if we're sitting up nice and tall. And just come back and forth. Now if this is bothering the hips, this is bothering the adductors, go regular sit up. Feet down on the ground. 3, 2, 1. Alternating V-up. Straight arm, straight leg. If you need to, drop those feet down to the ground. If the back starts to bother you, keep those feet on the ground the entire time, still moving through this movement. 5 seconds, we're going crab bridge. 2, 1, and switch. Again, this is our bridge. You can go back and forth through this movement, or add a little reach as we're going through. Two, 1, relax. 20 seconds rest. Did I put it over here? Really don't know where I put my phone. 10 seconds, we're gonna get started on round 2. Going back to that frog sit up. Ready, 3, 2, 1, and go. Sitting up nice and tall. Again, getting that little adductor stretch. You'll feel that adductor at the top position here. Keeping those legs all the way out the entire time here. Just keep moving. 5 seconds, we're going alternating V-ups. 3, 2, 1, and switch. Again, legs straight the entire time. If you need to, if it starts to bother you with the legs straight, drive those knees to the chest. Same idea. Now we're reaching still to the toe, still getting the movement here. 3, 2, 1, crab bridge. Big thing, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the core when we lift. We don't want to see us arch too much. Straight line from head to knee here. 5 seconds. and relax. 10 seconds, or sorry, 20 seconds rest. I swear, I had my phone like 20 minutes ago. Checking everywhere. 5 seconds, we're going back to that frog sit up. 2, 1, and go. Round 3. We got 2 more rounds. We'll find it. Of course, my wife's in a meeting, so I can't ask her to call my phone. 5 seconds. We're going to that alternating V up. 3, 2, 1, and switch. Again, drive the knee to the chest if you need to, and just come straight up this way. Even if you want, do a pullover crunch. That's driving both knees to the chest. Arms over. You're not going to get as much oblique, but you're still going to get that kind of low core hip flexor movement. 3, 2, 1, crab bridge. So on this one, I'm actually just going to hold here. You can do this. It's keeping the glutes squeezed, keeping the core tight. Again, straight line from head to knee. If you notice me kind of peeking up, try not to do that. Keep the head tight and relax. 20 seconds rest. We got one more round coming up. I swear my phone's probably in the most obvious spot. 10 seconds. We're going to finish in round 4. I had to check my pockets. Ready? Round 4. Let's go. 20 seconds. Remember, keep those feet together. Keep those legs out. Finish strong here. We got the last minute of work. Last 5. We're going into those alternating V-ups. 2, 1, and switch. Remember, if you can, keep those legs up. Keep that upper body up. Keep that core tight on the top part. 10 seconds. Try to keep yourself from crouching down to the ground, nice and slow, and switch. Crab bridge with that reach. Remember, squeeze the glutes, keep that core tight, try not to get a little too much of that arch. Last 10. And relax. All right, one circuit down. We're gonna go a quick kind of minute and a half break. Catch your breath, try to slow your breathing down. And then we'll get started with circuit 2. Just like in that warm-up, focusing on that belly breathing. You hear me mention it all the time. I know I sound like a broken record here, but it's gonna help us recover a little bit better, slow our heart rate down, and just get us a little bit more efficient throughout the day. I have an actual timer now. So, circuit 2. We're gonna go more of a Tabata style timing here. 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. We're not gonna go for an full 8 rounds of this. We're just gonna go, what we got, 2:15, 3 minutes. 6 would be 3, 9. We're gonna go 4 rounds through each movement. Now, still 3 movements. This time we're gonna go 4 rounds of one exercise, 4 rounds of the second, 4 rounds of the third. So we're gonna stay for all 4 rounds through one exercise before we move on to that second. So I'm just gonna show you the first exercise this time. All it is, quadruped kick through to a bridge. Quadruped position, just like we did in the warm-up. Hands under the shoulders or wrists under those shoulders, knees gonna be under the hips. Now we're gonna go into kind of a bear position here. So picking the knees up, staying in this strong quadruped. So still keeping that core tight. Imagine we have a kind of a coffee cup or water bottle on our low back, keeping that water bottle still. That kick through, we're gonna take one leg, kicking through the opposite leg. Notice, whatever leg I kick through, opposite arm comes up, and then right back. This is our simple kick through. Now that bridge, as we come through that kick through, dropping that foot, squeeze the glutes, come back. Drop that foot, squeeze the glutes, come back. Kind of like a Turkish get-up kind of bridge almost. Going back and forth, 20 seconds of work. We'll rest 10, repeat 3 more times. So again, we're just gonna do that movement to start, and then we'll get started with exercise 2 and exercise 3. Let's get going. 20 seconds of work here, ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. Again, Squeezing the glutes, keeping those wrists under the shoulders. Reach tall to the sky. Control this movement. I know it's 20 seconds. We're trying to get as many reps as we can. But we want good reps. 5 seconds. And relax. 10 seconds rest. Again, we want good reps through this movement. We don't want to just fly through as many as we can. Keeping the wrists under the shoulders, keeping the knees under the hips. Ready? And go. If you want, just go a regular quadruped kick through. Still focusing, keeping the knees under the shoulders, keeping the knees under the hips, keeping the hands under the shoulders. So this round I'm just doing this quick kick through. Add the bridge if you want. 3, 2, 1, relax. 10 seconds rest. We're already halfway through. Time flies, I know. Ready, 2, 1, and go. 20 seconds here. Again, emphasize that squeeze of the glutes. Keeping those hips up. Drop the foot, squeeze, back down. Keeping the hips off the ground the entire time. 5 seconds. 2, 1, relax. We got one more round. I swear it feels like the heat's on in here. It's just hot outside. Ready? And go. Last 20 here. Finish strong. Shoulders should start to feel a little tension here. That's fine. Just means they're working here. 10 seconds. As long as there's no pain. Somebody's probably outside here. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Relax. All right, grab a drink of water. Next exercise coming up. All right, this one we're gonna be on the ground. We're gonna do a lateral flutter kick. So lying flat on the ground. 2 ways we can lie. Hands at our side, hands under our glutes. Your choice. If you have low back issues, I'd recommend hand under the glutes. You're probably gonna see me doing that. But hands at the side just works just as much. Feet are gonna be up. Just going back and forth. Feet over the top. Alternating 20 seconds. If you want to add a little extra core, pick that shoulder blade up. Same idea. If that's too much, drop the head. 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. 4 rounds. Let's get to it. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. 20 seconds. Again, drop the hips or put those hands under those hips. And we're just moving. 10 seconds in. 3, 2, 1, relax. 10 seconds rest. 3 more rounds. 3, 2, 1, and go. Tell you, I've been talking too much. I'm already just running out of breath here. Keep those legs up and just keep it moving. Legs straight. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, relax. 10 seconds rest. We're halfway. Again, trying to keep the hands off the glutes if we can. That's going to activate the core a little bit more. Ready? And go. Round 3. Again, lifting the shoulder blades off the ground if you choose. It's going to activate the core even more there. Make it a little harder. Pick your poison. But again, if you have low back issues and they hurt, where it hurts, drop those hands under those glutes. It's going to support the back a little bit better. And relax. 10 seconds rest. We got one more round. 3, 2, 1. Round 4. Let's finish strong here. Again, just keep it moving. Keep it going. Core should be burning. Hip flexors should be burning. Maybe even a little bit in the quads and the adductors here. 5 seconds. 2, 1. Relax. All right, grab a drink. Short break before the next exercise. All right, last one. Staying on the ground here. Straight leg sit up. Pretty self-explanatory, right? Legs are gonna be straight. Still pulling our toes towards our shins. Sitting straight up. Right back down. Right back up. That's all it is. If you have a weight, I'm gonna use my barbell as a weight here. Grab that weight, hold it between both hands, keep it to the sky. The entire time we move, that weight should be pointing all the way to the sky, all the way back down. 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. If you don't have a weight, hands just comfortable wherever you feel, at your ears, straight up here, or you can even go with no weight straight up to the sky. Pick your poison on that. 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest, 4 rounds, and then hopefully we have enough time for a finisher here. Let's get going. 3, 2, 1, and go. 20 seconds, straight leg sit up. Again, hands at your side, at your ears, or right in front of you. Almost like you're taking a punch here. Try not to use your hands for momentum. Using your core the entire time, using your core and your hip flexors the entire time through here. And relax, 10 seconds rest. So we're trying to take out that momentum of the movement. We're just sitting up nice and tall. 2, 1, and go. Keep it going here. I see somebody posted or said something. Just keep it moving, keep it going. Oh, that wasn't in mine, that must have been somewhere else. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. 10 seconds rest. I saw somebody post in chat. Apparently somebody else posted in another chat. Ready, 2, 1, round 3, let's go. Again, taking that momentum off of the upper body, using all through our low core and hip flexors here. Trying to control ourselves on the way down. 3, 2, 1, relax. 10 seconds rest. We got one more round of this. 2.5. And we have a little finisher after this. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. Last 20. Finish strong. Keep those legs straight. Keep those toes pulled towards the shins. Halfway. Again, control yourself on the way down. 3, 2, 1, relax. All right, grab a drink. We got one last set. 2 exercises, we're doing a quick finisher. 3 minutes total. Actually, fine for time's sake, we're gonna go 2 minutes total. Try to get as many as we can. So, we're gonna go what we call a loaded beast. If you've ever done any animal flow or any kind of flow movements here. Otherwise, I call it kind of like a bear to a child pose. Quadruped position, wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. From here, going into that bear, picking the knees up, holding that quadruped position. Now, that loaded beast, we're going right into a child's pose. So, pushing the hips back, reach nice and long, knees stay off the ground, coming right back up, going back and forth, feet staying on the ground, not necessarily laces down to the ground, toes on the ground the entire time, back and forth, 5 times. From there, we're going right into a plank jack to a push-up. We're gonna go 5 jacks to 1 push-up. That's 1 rep. So, push-up position, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 push-up, repeat 4 more times. So right back to it. Again, 5 times. So you're doing 5 push-ups, 25 jacks. Even if you want, you can break it into 2 movements, go 25 jacks, followed right by 5 push-ups, go right into that loaded beast or bear to child's pose. So you have your options on that. You can do 3 movements or 2, preferably 2. Kind of break the jacks and push-ups into the 1 exercise rather than the 2. But we're gonna go 2 minutes, trying to get as many rounds as we can, and then we're done. Let's get going. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. Again, trying to keep the knees off the ground, hands staying under the shoulders, knees staying under the hips. Just going through that movement. Get a little bit of a stretch even. Right back up, keeping the knees off the ground. Control yourself through that entire movement here. Even if you need to, walk your hands out just a little bit on that child's pose. You'll find that you're going to be a little bit long in terms of that bear position. Hands may not necessarily be right under the shoulders. That's okay. And then we're going right into that push-up with the plank jack. Keeping the core tight. What we don't want to see is our hips up here doing a plank jack. It's not working anything. Keep that core tight. Activate that core through this movement. Remember with the quadruped, I mentioned keep that water bottle on that low back. Same idea with this plank jack. If you need to drop to the knees for that push-up, perfectly fine. However you get your push-ups done, that's all that matters. 50 seconds left. I'm breaking a sweat. We should be good for 2 rounds here at least. Hopefully. Talking through these movements is a little harder than actually doing them here. On our last 30 seconds, we're moving with intent through this entire workout. So even though we're trying to get as many reps as possible in this finisher, try to hold these positions. Make sure that we stay here and can actually control ourselves through these movements. 15 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Nice work, everybody. All right. Let's go a quick shoulder stretch. Just moving in the warm-up, we're going to go quadruped position. Knees under the hips, hands staying under those shoulders. I think my dog's coming to say hi. We're going to rotate, thread the needle, just nice and long, pushing that shoulder to the ground. Deep exhale, trying to reach a little further each time. Also trying to slow our breathing down as we're moving here. Let's go same thing on the other side. So opposite hand, reaching through the ground, shoulder down, and rotate. One more time. And you're relaxed. All right. So nice work, everybody. Hopefully you guys had fun.